everyone. Today we're going to be fitting an initial pair of pointe shoes. At the dance bag we call them newbies. We do a little bit of an instructional for our dancers. Today we're fitting Lindsey, who has been on Pointe before, but she's new for me, so we're going to make sure she's on the same page as I am with fittings. Hi Lindsey, I'm Sandy. Nice to meet you, darling. We're going to talk a little bit about Pointe first. The first thing we're going to discuss is when we put on our pointe shoes, we put them on perfectly straight. Actually, there's three elements to getting dressed for Pointe. The first element is toe pads, the second is your convertible tight, and the third, obviously, is your pointe shoes. What we never do is put our pointe shoes on like this. If you do that, I promise you 100% of the time your shoes are going to go on crooked. And the way I fit a pointe shoe, there will be no room inside your shoe for your foot to self-correct. So if you're going a little crooked like this, how are you going to stand on Pointe? Sickling, not acceptable. So we're going to put them on straight. I'll demonstrate for you as we go along how to put them on straight. But I did say something important in here. I said when I fit a pointe shoe, which is widely accepted as the proper way to fit a pointe shoe, that there's no room for your foot to self-correct. There's a reason why we fit as snug as we can get both length and width. My job in pointe shoes is to give you stability. So let's pretend this is your feet. This is Lindsey's feet. Same bones, they're called metatarsal bones, but these are just longer. So for argument's sake, these are Lindsey's feet. This is Lindsey on Pointe. Not a pretty sight, probably a trip to the emergency room. However, this is going to be Lindsey in a well-selected, well-fit pair of pointe shoes. Again, that's my job. My job is to protect your feet. All of the bones, ligaments, muscles, tendons, venous system, nervous system, etc. We are charged with making sure you're safe. And so that you can dance painlessly and effortlessly. All of your concentration should be on learning how to dance on Pointe and performance skills, not thinking about your feet are rocking and rolling inside your pointe shoes. So far, so good, right? There's a second reason why we fit as tight as we do. See the box? That's the bottom part of this pointe shoe. The hard part is manufactured across the boards utilizing particles of cardboard, paste, and glue. Good news and bad news. It's designed specifically so that when you wear them, they stretch and mold to your feet. Very important that they go in correctly so that when they're stretching and molding, they fit your feet perfectly. But I said stretching, so I'm going to start nice and snug, and they're going to stretch a little bit to comfort zone. Now listen to me. If I started at comfort zone and they stretched a little bit, you'd again be rocking and rolling in your shoes, and then there's no stability, and you would just be thinking about how achy your ankles are. So we're going to start nice and snug, okay? We're on the same page? Give me 5. So, next thing I'd like to do with you is evaluate your feet so I can choose the pointe shoes. At the dance bag, we carry 14 different styles of pointe shoes. I evaluate your feet, I take into consideration your height and your weight, and then choose a pair of shoes. Again, a well-selected pair of pointe shoes. The next step will be to fit you properly. Lindsey, have that stand up for me, right here facing me, darling. I'd like you to stay tucked under the whole time with your chin up. Pretty perfect. Chin up in second position, demi-plie. Stay there. Stand up and releve. So for our video audience, what I'm doing right now is checking the musculature on her feet, the height and depth of her arch and how strong it is, if her heel is narrow or normal or wide, because it's different shoes that we choose for all of these little iterations. Lindsey has a very high-reaching arch. Her apex is right here, and she's very stringy in through here, which tells me she's in serious development of her arches, which is really very good. She's got bilateral musculature that's almost identical. Her right foot is similar in the arch, but not as developed. I'm sorry, her left foot is similar in the arch, but not as developed as the right foot is, but similar enough. Okay, honey, down. Step into first position, please. Tendu right, bring your tendu 45 from second, perfect. Unclasp your big toe just a little bit so I can see you, stay straight for me. Tucked under, good, perfect. Yes, your arch is exactly where we felt it before. Come back in and tendu left, same place, perfect. Chin up, darling, and come back in. Step into sixth position, that's a parallel position. For our purposes today, if you would open six about 2 inches, that would be perfect for me. But stay parallel. Chin up and relevant. This little piggy down. Good girl. Good puppy. Okay, babe. We're getting there. Very nice, very strong, nice. Come down, let's measure your feet, and let's choose a point shoe for you. Right heel all the way back. Center it all the way back. Perfect, bring this foot up, and we are a 7.5 plus on this side, and let's see if we have equal feet would be a little bonus for us today. Ah, yay, 7.5 both sides. Have a seat, darling. What we're going to do is put toe pads on you. Bring your knee up to your chest, that's how we go straight. On the wear-moi pad, you're going to have the smaller side go straight up, okay? So what I do is put my fingers in, stretch, start from your big toe, come around. Feel how nice and snug they feel. They've actually molded to your foot. And then at this juncture, you would put your convertible tight. I have a little sidebar hint for you, and that is instead of bringing your convertible tights all the way up to your ankle, as we typically do when we want to, take them off our feet, just bring them up to here so they're readily available for you to put over your toe pads, okay? Although these sort of mold nicely to your feet, they don't move around too much, but it's still a good thing to do. Okay, so we're going to put these oh so very expensive stockings on your feet so that we can slide your point shoes on easily. Do you have any questions for me so far? No. Okay, darling, that's a good girl. Good puppy! Mom, any questions?
No questions.
Okay, so far so good.
Great.
I'm familiar with your dance studio, Joanne's, upstate New York. Joanne is a friend of mine and a very good, successful teacher with a nice dance studio. Okay, darling, today I'm going to give you a Grishko 2007, widely considered an exceptionally good shoe, but reserved for dancers with high-reaching, strong, stringy arches, which is exactly what you have. Let me grab your size. So this is your shoe. Again, it's a Grishko 2007. We spoke about the proper way to put on a point shoe. Now I'm going to demonstrate for you. Listen to me carefully. Never put your foot into a point shoe. Always bring the point shoe onto your foot. So today what I'd like you to do is relax your foot, nice and relaxed, and for you to anchor your heel right there. Let me do all the work because I'm going to bring the shoe onto your foot. So that's all you have to do, sit there and look really pretty, okay, darling? Good girl. So there's a reason why you bring the shoe onto your foot. Watch me carefully. I'm carefully inching it up and then pushing down to make sure that you see that midline of your foot. Make sure that midline comes right down to what's called the platform center of the platform. You are now 100% certain that the shoe is going on straight. Again, a tip and a sidebar. To make sure that you're putting on these shoes on the same feet every time, before you sew the elastics, put R or L on the inside of the shoe. This way, as they stretch and mold to your foot, they're molding to the correct foot. Okay, what I'd like you to do is bring this foot back up, take one finger on each hand and pull the back up. You're going to have to pump your foot just a little to get it in and pull, 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 pull. Okay, little hint. When you're putting on a point shoe, you're going to start in the point position, and then as soon as you get the ribbing, that's this part of the shoe, just over the hump of the heel, flex your foot. It brings out the heel again and allows you to just pop right into your shoe. Okay, darling, next one up. Right to here again, you're just going to look pretty for me. Okay, baby doll. Whoa, don't move your foot. Okay, so I'm pushing it up, pulling it in, making sure we're straight, that the box is sitting where it should, containing your metatarsal base, which is that part of your foot. Use 2 fingers and pull up. Go, 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 go. Flex. Ah, perfect, darling. You heard that little whoosh that your foot popped down? All right, babe. Up to the wall right here. Okay, so remember to stay tucked under, chin up, stay flat in second position. Okay. Demi-plie. Are your toes flat, honey? Very good. Okay, stand up. Step into that 6th position that we spoke about. Look at my feet. Perfect. Okay, so listen to me. There's no ribbons and no elastics on the back of your shoes holding them on. Ordinarily in class you would roll or pop up through transition to get onto point. Today we're going to gently lift one foot, step, and then the other one. So there we go, and up. Perfect. See, you're a natural, Lindsay. Your feet look beautiful. What I look for, turn a little bit this way, just stay in that position. What I look for is a perfect sink. That's a straight line directly down in the shoe. It means she's sinking properly and getting the proper support. Turn back, stay on point, step into 2nd position, and plie. Good girl. I'm testing for the length of her shoe right now. Okay, so this shoe I'm not thrilled with only because, come on up, Lindsay. You'll see, if you can, that the back seam is just a little off kilter, which means that she's probably not sinking enough and the shank is sliding off her shoes, her foot. So come on down, babe. Let's get you, we're going to tweak the sizing here. So what I've done is gotten you a shoe that's just a little bit wider so that your feet could sink a little bit better and we get that nice straight line where you're not shifting your shoe around, not giving you enough support. Knee up to your chest, and we're going to go through that same process one more time. Except this time I don't have to talk so much, so we'll do it quicker. 2 fingers. Better. These are a little bit bigger on you because I ordinarily, if I'm going to go wider, go down in length, but pull them all the way up. Good. Today, right now, we're just going to tighten these up a little bit and make sure when she's in the releve position, they're not too big. If they are, we'll go down in size. But we like to tweak sizing at the dance bag because it's the right way to fit a point shoe. Okay, darling, up here. Stay tucked, chin up, flat 2nd position. Demi-plie, stay there. Are your toes flat, chin up? They are. Good. Stand up. Good. Okay, so step into 6th position. And gently, one at a time, step up to point. Chin up. Much better, except now okay, we're still in that range of acceptable. Step into 2nd on point and demi-plie. Okay, we are still going to tweak this size a little bit. So 2 fingers and up. Pump, pump, pump. You gave up on me just a scotch. Pull it off and do it one more time. Go ahead. Better, much better. Okay, pumpkin, up to the wall. Okay, so what we've done is tweak the size a little bit. I need your chin up, demi-plie in 2nd. Are your toes still flat?
Yeah.
Good girl, stand up and step into 6th, one at a time up to point. And oh, so much better. We have a nice straight shank. We have a good fit. When you are in the releve position on point, you expect to have a little bagginess here. Gravity takes hold and your feet sink a little bit further. But up here, we like that nice snug fit. Again, these shoes are going to expand a little bit, and we don't want to have a big, bulky mess up there. Iris? Demi-plie. Okay, darling. Looking good still. Looking good. Stand up. Step into a B+. Okay, right now I'm checking for high stress positions. Passe. And we're putting all of Lindsay's weight on this foot, and we're making sure that she's not sinking too far to the ground. So the question remains, is it pressure that you feel on that toe or pain? Pressure. Okay, that's exactly what we expect. We don't put you in pain on point shoes. We just need to pressurize your foot to give you that stability. A new pair of point shoes that I think will service you over the life of the point shoe very well. Well chosen, well fit. However, 2 rules. The first rule is please do not put these on until you bring them into your point shoe teacher, Miss Valley, and have them approved. In the unlikely event she doesn't approve these shoes, you need to find out why so I could tweak them for you. So you don't wear them until you have them approved. And then please don't wear them again until you sew the ribbons and elastic. Don't forget right foot, left foot, labeling so that you always put them on the same foot. Congratulations, darling. You are officially in the Pointe posse and you need to sign my walls. We're proud to have all of our dancers in the Pointe Posse. The Pointe Posse is taken very seriously by me and the Dance Bag employees as a group of dancers that we partner with. We provide the safety and the stability in their shoes. The dance teachers, of course, provide the education. Again, thank you.